Hello and welcome to Aging is for Everyone. I'm Laura Mondello and I'm your host for the show. Today we're talking about great things that are happening on Buffalo's East Side. There's all kinds of wonderful organizations that are helping people make their neighborhoods better and just doing great things. So here today from Flair are Gretchen Dade, who is the housing director. Welcome,
Hello.
Gretchen.
Thank you.
And DARIA Pratcher, who is the president of Flair's board of directors.
Hi, how are you today?
Great, it's wonderful to have you guys with us. Now, first of all, Flair, what does Flair stand for and what is it?
Flair means the Fillmore and Leroy Area Residents, Inc. It's a community-based organization located at 307 Leroy Avenue in the city of Buffalo.
And you guys have been around for a while, I believe.
Yeah.
30-some years now.
30-some years.
Yeah, it's about 32 years.
And you've done a lot. You do a lot of different things for the community. What is a general overview of some of the programs you have?
We have a human services program and housing program. Those are the two mainstays of Flair's programming. Human services, as one of our former board members would always say, our housing program is just an extension of human services because it all surrounds the quality of life, and that's what we're looking for, is to enhance the quality of life for the community members. Flair also, while we are a target area organization, we kind of stretch out over Maston.
Okay.
So we look to do that, change in the quality of life for everyone.
So you're not just, your borders aren't just...
No, not just the Fillmore Leroy.
Great.
Right.
Great. And I know, Gretchen, you're the housing director.
Yes.
And there are housing issues in the Fillmore Leroy area. What are some of the issues that you're facing and how does Flair
I would
work
say
with
some
them?
of the more prevalent issues, I would think that they would be a little bit of disinvestment, absentee landlords, and abandonment of property. As well as the biggest problem is aging housing stock, as of most of Buffalo. We're addressing this by with a variety of housing initiatives, redevelopment initiatives. We have a program where we actually go in, rehab homes, and sell them to low-income residents that are looking to be first-time home buyers. And also, we're looking forward to doing some infill development that could augment the neighborhood and make sure that it is stable and sustainable.
So infill development, what do you mean by that? Is that something where...
Infill development is something that in the future, Flair will actually do new builds and on certain streets where there's lots available for that.
Great,
Yeah.
great, because there's something about having, density in the neighborhoods
Definitely.
where, you have one house and then four that may have been knocked down. And so
Exactly.
you're looking at some point and replacing those. That's great.
Definitely,
That's
to
wonderful.
reconnect the neighborhood and make it sustainable.
We don't, well, the code won't allow the lots to be, or the housing stock to become as dense as it was in former
Right.
times. Because of the code, it will have a bigger lots and it will give it more of a feel of, spatially. It will be a better feel for the neighborhoods. But we call it infill only because in that particular area, the lots are not as contiguous as they were if someone, would remember down Williams Street where there were major vacant lots and they were able to build complete neighborhoods and rehab that whole area. In our area, we have maybe 2 or 3 lots and a house, and 2 or 3 lots and a house. So what we're looking for now, we had probably a 3-stage plan, which was to stabilize housing stock that was existing and try to slow down some of the demolition where possible. And everything can't be saved, unfortunately. But where the properties were torn down, we now have the second stage, which is to begin the infill project. And the third stage would be to address the issues of the main thoroughfare. And it seems as though those two things are going to start to overlap. you know, doing the infill and addressing the economic conditions on the main thoroughfare, which is Fillmore Avenue for us.
Okay. Okay. So have you built some houses already, or?
We've done,
In the past,
and we've done some rehabilitation.
Right.
Right now, one of our target streets is Victoria Avenue, and we've, we've built 3 homes on Victoria Avenue. One is actually for sale. It's 54 Victoria, and we have 3 other homes that are slated to be redeveloped, and so on the same street.
On the same street. Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
So you're
So
really
it's
focusing
definitely
and building that neighborhood.
strategic investment. Yes.
That's
make an
very
impact.
smart.
When we are looking to funders, that's what they are looking for, is to be able to make the greatest impact with the dollars that are available. And so we strategically took block by block kind of strategies to do that.
And I know you guys have you have a website that I looked at, and it does have some information about some of these programs that you do, so people could find out more there. And that's FlairBuffalo.org.
Yes. .org.
Great, great. And are there other things that Flair's doing that you want people to know about? Anything else you'd like to share?
Well, I think that is definitely a mouthful. We do have the redevelopment projects. And I just hope that Western New York can notice Flair and know what we're actually doing in a neighborhood to bring it back. And we're always looking for volunteers and great ideas. So definitely check us out at flair.org.
And you've got people, and you've got a house that you're looking to sell too.
Definitely. Again, at 54 Victoria.
Yeah, if somebody's looking to be part of a redeveloped neighborhood, which is, I think, really important. I think that's really important work, because we have such beautiful neighborhoods in Buffalo. And, you know, even renovating some of these old homes must be really satisfying as well. So
Some of them were well preserved, while others, you know, like we said, you can't save. And those that were preserved are well worth putting the dollars back into.
Right.
And putting families back in the neighborhoods.
Well, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for telling us about Flair.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back with more Aging is for Everyone.